welcome to E-Town News, जहां आपको मिलेगा डेली डोज ऑफ बॉलीवुड न्यूज, फैशन ट्रेंड्स, टीवी एंड सोशल मीडिया से जुड़े हर अपडेट. A show which gives you the day's lowdown of all the best happenings in the world of glamour. तो इंतजार किस बात का? Let's take a look at today's headlines. सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के फादर ने रिया चक्रवर्ती के अगेंस्ट फाइल की गई अपनी एफआईआर में क्या कहा? सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के फैमिली लॉयर ने किए शॉकिंग रेवलेशंस. शकुंतला देवी एक्ट्रेस विद्या बालन ने एडमिट किया कि फैमिली फंक्शंस में उनके बिजी स्केड्यूल को लेकर उन्हें सुनने पड़ते हैं ताने. अमित साध ने की जूम से कैंडिड कॉन्वर्सेशन.
There's a function at my sister's place and I've gone. I've had people tell me, "Oh, you found the time to come for this, huh?"
विद्या बालन ने किया एक शॉकिंग रेवलेशन.
And people would say, "Oh, but you didn't come for so and so's. Must have been shooting, huh?"
विद्या बालन ने किया एडमिट कि फैमिली फंक्शंस में उन्हें भी सुनने पड़ते हैं रिलेटिव्स के ताने. एक्ट्रेस विद्या बालन, जो आजकल अपनी फिल्म शकुंतला देवी ह्यूमन कंप्यूटर के प्रमोशंस में बिजी हैं, रिसेंटली एक इंटरव्यू के दौरान वुमेन बीइंग जज्ड फॉर हर चॉइसेस के टॉपिक पर बात करते हुए कहा कि अक्सर उन्हें भी फैमिली फंक्शंस में उनके बिजी स्केड्यूल की वजह से टॉन्ट किया जाता है.
When I've gone to family functions, a lot of times, I get told that, "Oh, why family functions?" Suppose there's a function at my sister's place and I've gone. I've had people tell me, "Oh, you found the time to come for this, huh?" And I'm like, it's my sister's family function. My sister will not have it if I can't make it because I'm a celebrity. So sometimes I'd be like, and people would say, "Oh, but you didn't come for so and so's. Must have been shooting, huh? Or you must have been." I know you must be. There's a tinge of sarcasm. It's not appreciation for the amount of work you put in.
Yeah.
There's a tinge of sarcasm.
हालांकि विद्या बालन ने ये भी क्लियर किया कि उनके हस्बैंड सिद्धार्थ रॉय कपूर और उनके बीच कभी भी उनके बिजी स्केड्यूल को लेकर किसी तरह की परेशानी नहीं हुई.
Thankfully, it's never happened in my immediate family, and never with Siddharth.
यहाँ विद्या बालन ने पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन में शूट करने के अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस भी शेयर किए.
So there was some amount of, so after that for a few days I didn't go and meet my parents because I'd exposed myself to people. Those things you have to take care of, yeah. But it just felt good to be back at work. It was a very small unit. I was only doing a photo shoot for a brand. So it wasn't like we were doing a TV scene. So we could keep the crew at a minimum, but it went up very smoothly. And actually, if I have to be honest, it felt good. It felt like I was the only one. I was actually the only one shooting in Mehboob Studios. I felt like I owned it.
शकुंतला देवी में विद्या बालन के साथ जिसू सेनगुप्ता, सानिया मल्होत्रा और अमित साध भी नजर आएंगे. ये फिल्म इस फ्राइडे रिलीज हो रही है.
I'm just very excited that 31st of July 2020 is a Friday. So at least keeping in tradition with the fact that our films release on Fridays. The film's releasing and I hope that people love the film because I've really enjoyed making this film. And I think it's great that people across 200 countries are going to be, watching this film, and it'll be, they won't have to step out of their houses. They can watch it with their families because it is the kind of film you can watch with your family,
रिपोर्ट्स के मुताबिक सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के डैड ने अपने एफआईआर में रिया चक्रवर्ती और उनकी फैमिली पर लगाए हैं 16 सीरियस एलिगेशन. रिया चक्रवर्ती पर सुशांत सिंह राजपूत से पैसे लेने और उनको एक झूठे केस में फंसाने तक के एलिगेशंस एफआईआर में दर्ज करवाए गए हैं. एलिगेशन नंबर 1. रिपोर्टेडली एफआईआर में कहा गया है कि रिया चक्रवर्ती ने सुशांत सिंह राजपूत से ढेर सारे पैसे लिए और उन्हें इस ड्रास्टिक स्टेप को लेने के लिए पुश किया. एलिगेशन नंबर 2. सुशांत सिंह राजपूत चाहते थे कि वो इंडस्ट्री छोड़कर फार्मिंग करें, लेकिन रिया चक्रवर्ती ने ऐसा करने से उन्हें रोका. एलिगेशन नंबर 3. रिया चक्रवर्ती ने सुशांत सिंह राजपूत को धमकी दी कि वो उनके मेडिकल कंडीशन की डिटेल्स दुनिया को बता देंगी। एलिगेशन नंबर 4। रिया चक्रवर्ती ने सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की सक्सेस को यूज करके अपने करियर को बॉलीवुड में एस्टैब्लिश करने की कोशिश की। एलिगेशन नंबर 5। रिया चक्रवर्ती ने सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के अकाउंट से निकाले थे 15 करोड़ रुपए। एलिगेशन नंबर 6। सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के डैड ने आरोप लगाया है कि उनके बेटे को हॉस्टेज की तरह रखा गया और सुशांत सिंह राजपूत चीटेड फील करते थे। Allegation number 7. Riya Chakrabarti apparently tried to destroy Sushant's profession by making the reports of his mental illness public. Allegation number 8. सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के डैड का आरोप है कि रिया चक्रवर्ती ने सुशांत सिंह राजपूत को मेंटल इलनेस की गलत मेडिसिन लेने के लिए मजबूर किया। Allegation number 9. रिया चक्रवर्ती पर यह भी आरोप है कि उन्होंने सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के मोबाइल नंबर को बदल दिया ताकि उनकी फैमिली उन्हें कांटेक्ट ना कर पाए। Allegation number 10. Riya Chakrabarti called the MS Dhoni star to her house, gave him overdoses, and then informed the media that he had dengue. Allegation number 11. Sushant Singh Rajput ke dad KK Singh has further mentioned that Sushant Singh Rajput informed him over the phone how Riya Chakrabarti and her family would not leave him and drive him mad. Allegation number 12. सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के डैड ने ये आरोप लगाया है कि सुशांत सिंह राजपूत को इस बात का डर था कि उन्हें सभी मिलकर मेंटल असाइलम ना भेज दें। Allegation number 13. When she felt that the money in Sushant Singh Rajput's account was running out and Sushant was no longer of any use for Riya, she left with all her belongings from Sushant's flat. Allegation number 14. सुशांत सिंह राजपूत को ये डर था कि उनकी एक्स मैनेजर की सडन डिमाइस केस में उन्हें फंसाया जा सकता है। Allegation number 15. रिया चक्रवर्ती ने सुशांत सिंह राजपूत को जानबूझकर उनकी फैमिली से दूर किया और उनकी बिना इजाजत सुशांत सिंह राजपूत का इलाज करवाया। Allegation number 16. रिपोर्टेडली सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के डैड का ये भी आरोप है कि सुशांत सिंह राजपूत 2019 से पहले मेंटली फिट थे। ऐसे में वो इस कदर रिया चक्रवर्ती की वजह से ही बीमार हुए। ये कुछ बहुत सीरियस एलिगेशन हैं जो रिपोर्टेडली एफआईआर में लेट एक्टर सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की गर्लफ्रेंड रिया चक्रवर्ती पर लगाए गए हैं। अब देखना होगा इस एफआईआर के बाद ये केस किस दिशा में आगे बढ़ता है।
Overnight, it's not done, at a particular time. It's done over a period of time. She deliberately and over a period of time, very calculatedly ensured that Sushant's father has no access to Sushant, and he is not able to talk to him. Even as early as on 25th of February, that is prior to his death, the family had reported to Bandra police that he is not in good company and please ensure that nothing untoward happens to him.
सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के फैमिली लॉयर विकास सिंह ने एक एक्सक्लूसिव कॉन्वर्सेशन विद टाइम्स नाउ में रिवील किए ऑल द डिटेल्स रिगार्डिंग एफआईआर अगेंस्ट रिया चक्रवर्ती। सुनिए विकास सिंह ने अपने इस डिटेल्ड इंटरव्यू के दौरान किए कौन से बड़े खुलासे।
The most important part is that in a crime of this kind, where you work on the mind of the victim. So the crime is not done overnight. It's not done at a particular time. It's done over a period of time. So the crime started when Riya Chakrabarti ensured that the family loses access to Sushant. So she deliberately and over a period of time, very calculatedly ensured that Sushant's father has no access to Sushant, and he is not able to talk to him. Now, even as early as on 25th of February, that is prior to his death, The family had reported to Bandra police that he is not in good company and please ensure that nothing untoward happens to him. It's a very serious offense. It has 10 years as the punishment, and the family has made out a very detailed, the father has made out a very detailed FIR, how she worked on his mind, how she changed all the servants at the house, how she changed the bodyguard, how she was using his credit card, how she was, siphoning money from his account. So, it's a very, very detailed FIR. So there is a named accused. I don't understand. I mean, we'll have to upturn the criminal jurisprudence in this country. Unfortunately, the Mumbai police is asking the family to name some 5-6 big production houses. And why should we name some big production houses if we have nothing against them directly? There may be some indirect involvement. That also may have played some contributory factors. But that can't be a basis for us to, say that you forget Riya Chakrabarti and go after the production houses. I mean, that's something which is very absurd. Overnight, it's not done, at a particular time. It's done over a period of time. She deliberately and over a period of time, very calculatedly ensured that Sushant's father has no access to Sushant and he is not able to talk to him. Even as early as on 25th of February, that is prior to his death, the family had reported to Bandra police that he is not in good company and please ensure that nothing untoward happens to him.
Welcome to Speakeasy. My name is Rudrani, and today I'll be in conversation with an actor who's been slowly and steadily, really silently, creating his own space and is extremely talented with what he's done. I'm sure you're aware of who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the person who's all over the OTT platforms right now. I'm talking about the very, very talented Amit Sar. Hi Amit, how have you been doing?
Hi, Rudrani, and thank you for such an amazing introduction. I'm very grateful. But I like what you said: slow and steady and silent.
So I went through your Instagram and I saw your posts mostly also have the quotes that I think you truly believe in. I remember one among the many that you posted saying that big dreams start with smaller opportunities. You've been extremely prudent about your choices. Of course, that comes from the fact that you will have to choose from what they're also sort of giving, right? So I want to talk about that a little. Could you explain as to how this little line means so much of your journey?
I think I'm blessed that I understand this. And like you said about noise, I have a concept. Like I don't want art should not make noise. Art should instigate. It should stir you. It should instill some hope or happiness in you. So that's the reason I never make noise, and that's the reason I don't want my work to make noise. There's already so much noise in the world, So that's what I think, and I think I'm also very blessed and fortunate that I've got I've got the right parts at the right time. Rudrani, everybody is talented. Everybody is working hard. You have to be very, very fortunate to get opportunities. And there's somebody who many years back, I know someone said an amazing thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm ambitious too, like everyone. And everyone should be ambitious. Everyone should have big dreams. Somebody told me a line I want to share with you. Somebody asked me many, many years back, what's your dream? I told my big dream, which is still very far away from me. And that person, that gentleman, I still know him. He's an elderly gentleman. And he said, now forget about this dream.
Really?
Yeah. And now start living life from tomorrow. And then I made this philosophy of my own. I didn't forget it. I put this dream in the subconscious. And I said, my dream now is going to be, I'm going to make everyday dream. And that's what, when I started getting Phook, people laughed at me that, wow, like, this is why you waited for like 5 years to do Phook. So for them, it was Phook. But for me, it was like, I wanted to do movies and I got a movie.
Sure.
I wanted to do movies, I got Maximum. I wanted to do movies, I got Kai Poche. I wanted to do good work, I got Breathe. So I never, what happens is we judge, we belittle, we make ourselves big, we make ourselves small. So coming back to answering you again, I don't make big and small. I just say, you know what, this is my paintbrush, this is my color, this is my canvas. I'm going to just have fun, enjoy, and then just throw it at the world. And at this point, I'm very grateful to the world. I'm grateful to you. I'm grateful to my team who's working so hard. I'm grateful to the fans, to the viewers, to the audiences that, whatever painting I'm showing them, they're liking it. And it's not making noise and it's instilling some happiness and some thoughts in them. And mission accomplished. Next.
No, I think there were a lot of other things. Then I came across this post where you spoke very clearly about how don't wait for a godfather. This is not, I'm not quoting you verbatim. I don't know if you remember this post. It was a really long post that you put. It is not this year. But if
I remember every word of it, every line of it.
The post is about you talking about godfathers, right? Saying that, don't wait for a godfather. Paraphrasing the entire thing, saying that, don't, while you look up to people and their journey, sure, get inspired by them, but don't expect exactly that, because you've been disappointed by the people and then, and the actors or your icon that you looked up to in the industry. So that's what I like about it. So tell me more and connect this to your life, and if you can exemplify and tell me what you meant.
Right now, what you said, like to contextualize it to my life. So, Rundarani, when I write something or when I quote something, it's always from a mishap of mine or a learning of mine or a failing of mine or a resurrection of mine. They're very personal. Everything I put is not to teach people, is to share with them, what, कि ये मुझे समझ में आया, मेरे साथ भी ऐसा हुआ है, अभी, have your own perspective. So coming back to this quote, it was very personal. Because I live in an industry, I work in an industry which thrives and depends on Godfather. And I have two answers for it. I always like, I like the duality of life. So I'll flip it later for a fun part later. But so that's what I mean. And then I think I did the same mistake that I started hoping that, this person will do this for me, wo ye karega, wo ye karega. And when I was on footpath or when I was rising in my dreams and work and getting better, I never had that. It's just that the moment I entered film industry, I became like that. I started looking at people, hoping that they will do something. And then one day I realized that, that is stopping me from blossoming. That is stopping me from my journey, my learning, my depending on myself. And then I realized, and then there were different phases. I'm just kind of mixing it up for you. But then I also realized that nobody owns you anything. You own yourself. So, once I understood this, and then one day I was sitting and someone asked me in an interview or something about Godfather, the joke part and the second part of the coin. I've got a Godfather. I've got a God and I've got a Father. They both are in heaven. And they have the capability to guide me and push me in the direction I need to go. So that's the flip of this. And that's the reason I shared. I thought, it's good to tell, because I just think when we hope so much from things around us, we somehow start focusing on them and what's going to come from them. And we forget what we have to do. We forget the work we have to put sometimes. And also in this exercise, there's a lot of disappointment. So now I'll give you another example. Now, a lot of my friends from the industry, like Vidya Balan is like one of my favorite actresses. And she tweeted yesterday and then she messaged me on WhatsApp and she says, you know what, send me your link of your trailer and I'm going to do a swipe up. And that meant a lot to me. I said, wow, so I just think that, do your work and let destiny, let universe, let people, on their own do whatever they have to do. I'm not saying don't ask for help. If you are in distress, if you have a problem, in my case, like if I don't have a role, if I don't have work, I will call someone because eventually we need help. So it's an understanding. It's a big subject. It's a big, I can write a chapter on this one day. So I'm glad you brought it up. Thank you.
Now you can stop me here if I'm being really intrusive, but and it's all right. I think it's
You're so polite that there's no stopping. I think it's the intent. I think when the intent between two people on a conversation is good, there's no stopping. So anything.
So sweet. No, you mentioned about your father and the God, and of course, I know that you lost him when he was really young, right?
Yeah.
I want to understand that when you look, are you almost 16? Tell me if I'm right. Almost around that time. When you lose someone when you're that young, it's the grief teaches you a lot. It also sort of toughens you for what you're about to see, right? Because you also try to build a barrier. I don't know. It's not same for everybody. Probably, and I'm just giving an example of a lot of people. They do that. What did that process teach you when you sort of were getting over it eventually? And you really sweetly mentioned about Godfather, and and it brings me back to this question I'm asking you right now.
Rudani, no, I didn't have grief when I was young. I only had anger. So when grief, I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not even an educated guy. So my experiences of life is just reading a few books and knowing a few good friends and a lot of thinking and reading, I guess, and life. But I feel that when grief doesn't come out, when you don't know there's a channel to express grief or understand grief, it all turns into anger. And then if you have an environment around you which is not gentle with you, which is opposing you, not understanding you, you get more angry. So when I was younger, I just had anger, which would come out in different ways and people wouldn't understand. That's why when the grieving process started, I call them breakthroughs. And then slowly, so like I cried for my father for the first time when I was 23.
Coming up on the show, क्या टीवी एक्टर पार्थ समथान ने ब्रेक किए क्वारंटीन रूल्स? फिल्म्स और टेलीविजन शोज की शूटिंग शुरू होने के 1 महीने के अंदर आई एक बैड न्यूज। टेलीविजन शो भाकरवाड़ी के एक क्रू मेंबर की पैंडेमिक रिलेटेड वायरस की वजह से गई जान। वहीं इस शो के कई और क्रू मेंबर्स इस डेडली वायरस से पाए गए पॉजिटिव। और अब सवाल उठ रहे हैं, क्या प्रिकॉशंस के बावजूद शूटिंग करना नहीं है सेफ? वहीं कसौटी जिंदगी की 2K स्टार पार्थ समथान पर आरोप लगा है कि उन्होंने BMC के क्वारंटीन रूल्स को ब्रेक किया है। टीवी शो भाकरवाड़ी के क्रिएटर JD मजीठिया ने अपने शो के सेट से आई इस सैड न्यूज को लेकर अपने ऑफिशियल स्टेटमेंट में कहा है, A sad incident took place on sets of Bhakarwadi. A tailor from our crew complained of weakness on July 11th. The doctor gave him medicine for cold and weakness. He worked on July 12th and the next day he asked for a leave as he wanted to go home. As a rule of our production house, we kept in regular contact with people who are unwell. We also asked them to produce a doctor's certificate when they rejoin the shoot. He was reminded on a group on July 19th via message as he had not replied to our calls a couple of times. He went for a test on July 20th and we were shocked to hear about the news of his demise when we called on July 21st. We are in touch with a family member and are doing the needful. यहाँ ध्यान देने वाली बात है कि JD मजीठिया ने पूरी टीम का टेस्ट करवाया है और उनका कहना है, We know we are in a very challenging situation and so we have consulted the best of doctors. We have also done swab tests of more than 70 people including actors, technicians, workers, studio staff and suppliers. A few of them have tested positive and they have been quarantined. We are following the government guidelines. Well, TV एक्टर्स और क्रू का इस तरह वायरस से पॉजिटिव होना अच्छी न्यूज नहीं है। वहीं पार्थ समथान ने क्वारंटीन रूल तोड़ने की न्यूज पर खुद को डिफेंड करते हुए कहा है कि उन्हें पैनिक अटैक आ रहे थे और वो 17 डेज के क्वारंटीन के बाद अपनी फैमिली के पास पुणे जा रहे हैं। आपको बता दें, कहा जा रहा है कि पार्थ समथान के हाउस हेल्प भी अब इस डेडली वायरस से पॉजिटिव हैं।